Welcome to Primordial Flows, where we tend to our primordial flows. Hello. So, feeling into the energy and noticing kind of like a reverberation under the surface of what we can see in our phenomenal lives. And so you might be feeling like there's something in your soul echoing, kind of that echo reverberation up to the surface, but it's deep, coming from your core essence. I'm seeing serpents kind of slithering and parting, and a mouse running around the perimeter of a lake, or it's like a contained, it's more like a pond where you can look and see your reflection. And looking into this pond, it's like a feeling of getting pulled into the primordial source energy. And I'm sensing like a fear. I was sensing a fear also when I mentioned the serpents or the snakes, while simultaneously feeling that them as a metaphor for our DNA and our health, like the caduceus. Both sides of the brain, both sides of the body, and spiraling around each other in communication. And so inviting you to feel maybe rocking back and forth or tapping bilaterally, tap left, right, like a drumming or something like that, some sort of pulse that syncs up your sides. I'm seeing a horse and a rider on the horse emerging from this pond, and the rider and the horse, they're running. The horse is running really fast. And so there might be this sense of you trying to get to where you're going really fast, really focused on one thing. feeling some kind of hesitation, like, is that the thing? Where is that movement coming from? Where is that urge, that impulse to rush to the finish line? Where is that coming from? Maybe you're working to maintain so much, and the thought of slowing down or stopping feels like dangerous. Maybe you're in survival mode. Maybe you have been for a really long time, or maybe you have been for all your life. What if you take just a few moments to come back to yourself? It doesn't have to be everything all at once. It could just be this moment. And this moment can become a practice of returning to this moment. I'm feeling like the viewers, all of those who consent to connecting energetically, I'm feeling the roots like trembling. Like drums, almost like a like a like a really intense tickling. I don't want to say violent, but like a really intense tickling of our roots connected to each other, feeling this. Almost like feeling the stampede of the horses running. But it's instead the stampede of coming back. Somebody says, I think it's Bio Komalafe, times are urgent, we must slow down. Yeah. Francis Weller talks about how the medicine we need right now is in the darkness. It's in the quiet listening. There's so much happening all around us. There's so much happening in the world. There's so much awareness rising. There's so many things to do, to tend to. We can't figure it all out with just our minds. We need to learn how to listen to our bodies and the earth, our collective soul, or the soul of the earth. I'm hearing roots whispering to each other. coming into that silence more deeply. Now I'm feeling a move into this peaceful resonance. Like we found our essence once again. In connection. I invite you to feel yourself feeling your essence as we are all feeling our essence, and what it feels like to be connected in this, to be witnessed in this, witnessed by the soul of the earth, witnessed by each other, and to become known for our essence, who we really are at the core, inside any of the masks we might wear to survive. Feeling into this once again, I'm seeing this source pouring from us, pouring through source in a waterfall of golden light, source energy, soaking the earth in this love, feeling ourselves soak in this love, and finding our way back to this. Allowing this to move us, allowing this to reanimate our lives. Whether that be through our convictions, allowing ourselves to move from our source and to impact others and be impacted by others, to learn, to grow, to move from this place, allowing this place to reanimate our worlds, our lives, and connect through maybe all our different practices, intentionally or to like soak and entrench the less conscious parts of our lives. To fill those parts with awareness. Awareness of the unknown. Awareness of the unknown. Feeling consciousness as it permeates all phenomena. Being witness to all of this. If you feel like moving your body, feel like rocking back and forth, I invite you to move. Feel into how this is flowing through you. Maybe acting out that movement. Feeling that caduceus grow. Spiraling up and out in the way that plants grow and unfurl. I'm feeling these spiraling ripples, like many ripples on the surface of a lake. Kind of how in the beginning I was saying there's this echo from underneath the surface. Now it's reaching the surface. And like many springs bubbling up. And just notice your roots. Notice what you're holding with your roots, what you're embracing. Just noticing how you're embracing. If your roots are clenching for dear life, noticing where is that coming from? Where is that impulse internalized in your being? Can that dissolve into spaciousness? Noticing your taproot into your source, into your essence. It's a much more sustainable source. Drinking from this nectar. As you drink from this nectar, it sweetens the whole lake. Notice what it's like to feel others feeling your sweetness and you feeling theirs. In this lake. That is our oneness. Maybe you drinking from your taproot and your source shows or reminds others. I feel like I'm trying to avoid the word other. Because there is no separation in our oneness. I'm noticing, like, even in our waste, even in our pollution, in our lakes, we are still in oneness. Releasing the need to figure things out mentally. And being with our source. Titrating with this. As we face any stagnancy, Just returning over and over again. Even as we move. If you're feeling irritated or inflamed, emotionally or physically, can you make space for yourself to be with that? And just notice feeling like an aching in the collective energies, almost like a swaying, mourning feeling. Almost like calling the rains. Feeling that swaying. If you want to feel into this sounding with me, I invite you to notice what it feels like to vocalize through any sound or movement or emotions or rhythms that you're feeling. right, I feel our time coming to a close now. Thank you for connecting here. Until next time.